The year 1894 was a dark chapter in the second administration of President Grover Cleveland and the Democratic Party, defined by severe economic depression, the Panic of 1893, and policies widely condemned as anti-labor and politically corrupt. The administration's most infamous action was its crushing of the Pullman strike. In July 1894, a massive walkout by railroad workers, led by Eugene V. Debs of the American Railway Union, crippled the nation's rail traffic in protest of severe wage cuts at the Pullman Palace Car Company. Though the strike was peaceful initially, Cleveland's Attorney General, Richard Olney, a former railroad lawyer, secured a sweeping federal injunction against the union, claiming the strike interfered with interstate commerce and the mail. Cleveland then ordered thousands of federal troops into Chicago and other centers to enforce the injunction. This intervention was seen by labor and agrarian critics as a massive pro-business abuse of federal power. The resulting clash led to violence, the arrest of Debs, and the deaths of dozens of workers, cementing Cleveland's reputation as an enemy of organized labor. Simultaneously, the Democratic-controlled Congress delivered a bill that Cleveland himself denounced. Having campaigned on the promise of lowering tariffs, the resulting Wilson-Gorman Tariff Act of 1894 was a product of political deceit. Protectionist senators, aided by powerful corporate lobbyists like the Sugar Trust, inserted over 600 amendments that gutted the proposed tariff reductions and provided significant favors to wealthy interests. Though deeply disappointed and calling the bill an act of party perfidy and party dishonor, Cleveland allowed it to become law without his signature, a political maneuver that ensured its passage while signaling his disgust. The act was a major embarrassment and a betrayal of the party's reform promises. The president's conservative economic philosophy exacerbated the suffering during the Depression. A staunch supporter of the gold standard, Cleveland aggressively resisted calls from the agrarian wing of his own party for the inflationary, free silver policy, which farmers and debtors believed would alleviate their distress. His rigid stance meant the federal government offered virtually no direct aid to the millions of unemployed or the drought-stricken farmers. These negative actions, the violent suppression of the Pullman strike, the passage of a corrupt tariff that favored wealthy corporations, and the refusal to offer relief during a devastating depression alienated core Democratic constituencies, leading to a massive Republican landslide in the 1894 midterm elections.